So you clicked on this video because you're ambitious but lazy. You want success, but you can't seem to get yourself to do the work. The problem isn't that you're lazy. You're just stuck in a loop. You think big, you have big dreams, but when it's time to take action, you hesitate, you procrastinate. You tell yourself, I will start tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes and you push it again. This is what I call the ambitious but lazy trap. You feel guilty for not working harder, but instead of using that guilt as motivation, it makes you feel worse. So you escape. You start scrolling on your phone, watching another video, distracting yourself. And then nothing changes. I get it because I've been there. When I was trying to succeed in business back in 2022 by selling services to agencies, I had big goals and dreams, but I wasted so much time procrastinating. Honestly, it's not even funny. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you everything I did to overcome my laziness almost effortlessly and how you can do the same. Now, since you've probably never seen me before, I'm Fred, and I went from making $0 per month as a lower middle class dude to making over $1,200 per day with my online business using a simple 4-step process. Now, I've put together a free video training that shows you exactly everything I did step by step so you can copy me. The link is in the description. And to thank you, when we get to 30,000 subs, I'll give away $2,000. Watch the video until the end, subscribe, and share with a friend to win. The first thing I want you to understand is that you need to lower the bar. Most people think they need massive motivation to take action, but motivation is unreliable. It comes and it goes. Instead of waiting to feel inspired, lower the bar. If a task feels too hard, make it stupidly easy. You want to work out? Don't tell yourself you're going to do a 4-hour session. Just commit to one push-up. Want to start reading? Don't aim for a whole chapter. Just start by reading one sentence. Sounds too easy, right? But here's the trick. Once you start, you'll keep going. Your brain resists starting, not continuing. So just focus on taking the first step. When I was building my business, I struggled with content creation at first. The idea of recording a full video paralyzed me. So I lowered the bar. I committed to just setting up my camera. That's it. But once the camera was set up, I would think, well, I might as well record an intro. And after the intro, I thought, I might as well finish the video. Step number 2. Use the 2-minute rule. So this rule is actually pretty simple. If something takes you less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. This kills procrastination before it even has the chance to start. You need to reply to a text for work? Do it now. Cleaning your desk? Do it now. Finding an important document? Do it now. This keeps small tasks from piling up and overwhelming you later. And when you get into the habit of quick action, bigger tasks feel easier too. Every time you take immediate action, instead of delaying, you're reinforcing the identity of someone who executes rather than procrastinates. These small wins compound over time and transform your self-image, who you think you are. Step number 3. Make it impossible to fail. Most people fail because they rely on willpower. But willpower is weak. Instead, set up systems where failure is impossible. For example, if you want to wake up early, put your alarm across the room so you have to get out of bed. If you want to stop scrolling on your phone, delete the apps that waste your time. If you want to start writing, open a blank document and commit to typing anything, even nonsense. Just do something to get started. When you make things easier to do, you remove excuses. And when you remove excuses, action becomes automatic. I struggled with morning productivity until I created a system that made failure impossible. My phone stays on airplane mode and in grayscale mode, meaning that the screen is literally just all gray and I'm not tempted to use it. With these guardrails in place, I don't have to make decisions when my willpower is at its weakest. Now, something that most people overlook is to reward yourself for every small victory. If that's you, then I completely understand where you're coming from, because I am the same. I'm very ambitious, and so for that reason, I find it very hard to celebrate the small daily progress, because quite frankly, it never feels like it's enough. The reason you stay lazy is because your brain is addicted to quick rewards. Scrolling, junk food, video games, all of these give you instant dopamine. But real success comes from delayed rewards. So trick your brain. After completing a small task, reward yourself. You finish the workout, play your favorite song. You've got some work done, watch an episode of your favorite show. This keeps your brain happy while building good habits at the same time. Most ambitious people make the mistake of thinking discipline means punishment. True discipline isn't about suffering. It's about creating sustainable systems that include proper recovery and rewards. The next step I'd like to share with you is to focus on the one thing that matters. Ambitious people make one big mistake. They try to do too much at once. They want to get fit, start a business, wake up early, read more, and improve everything all at the same time. But that is a setup for failure. I know because I've tried. Instead, pick one thing, one goal, one habit, master it, and then move on to the next. Think of it like a video game. You don't fight the final boss when you're on level 1. You start small, gain experience, and you level up. Success works the same way in any aspect of life. When I first started, I made the mistake of trying to rebuild my entire life all at once. I was going to wake up at 5 a.m., work out for an hour, meditate, read, work on my business, and transform my diet all on the same day. I failed within 48 hours. When I narrowed my focus to just mastering my morning routine, everything changed. I made myself a cup of tea and got to work. That's it. Step 6. Stop thinking, start doing. Most people who think they're lazy overthink everything. They watch a million different videos, read endless self-help books, and plan for weeks, but they never take action. Here is the truth. Thinking about doing something is not the same as actually doing it. Planning your workout is not the same as working out. Watching business videos is not the same as starting a business. Reading about success is not the same as taking action. If you want to break the cycle, stop thinking and start moving. Even if it's messy, even if it's not perfect, just start. I spent 6 months planning to start my first business. Talk about a waste of time. When I finally did start, it was nothing like I had planned. And that's the point I'm trying to make here. Real feedback is infinitely more valuable than hypothetical planning because you never know in advance what is going to happen. The only way to know is to do. Step 7. Remove perfectionism. A lot of ambitious but lazy people wait for the perfect moment. They tell themselves, I will start when I have more time, or I need to do more research first, or I just don't feel ready yet. That is fear talking, because I will tell you from my experience, there is no perfect moment. Successful people start before they're ready. They improve as they go, so stop waiting. Just take the first step. You'll figure out the rest along the way. Perfectionism is just fear wearing a productive mask. It feels responsible to wait until conditions are perfect, but in reality, it is self-sabotage. The conditions will never be perfect. There will always be more time to learn, more time to prepare, more time to optimize. Step 8. Create accountability. When you're only accountable to yourself, it's too easy to let things slide. Your brain is an expert at rationalizing inaction. A good workaround is to create external accountability that forces you to follow through. Tell someone your specific goals with deadlines. Better yet, put money on the line. Bet a friend $50 that you'll complete a task by a certain date. When your ego or your wallet is at stake, your likelihood of action skyrockets. Just consider this. If you knew you had to pay $1,000 every time you procrastinated on your most important task, would you still put it off? Now the truth is that if you see yourself as a lazy person, you will always act lazy. Your brain will do everything it can to stay consistent with this identity. So change the story you tell yourself. Instead of saying, I'm lazy, start saying, I'm someone who takes action. Instead of thinking, I can't do this, start thinking, I'm getting better every day. Your actions will follow your identity. Change the way you see yourself, and everything else will change too. What I really want you to understand is that success isn't about having the perfect conditions. It's about making strategic choices when conditions are far from perfect. Most people are waiting for the ideal moment that never actually arrives. Meanwhile, real entrepreneurs create their opportunities through immediate imperfect action. Now stop waiting, go do something right now. Now like I said at the beginning of this video, I've put together a free video training where I made over 1K a day, and I'm giving away all the secrets. And if you're serious about making more money, I'm also offering free strategy calls where together we'll come up with a game plan for you to get to $10,000 per month. But be quick because our limited spots fill up extremely quickly. We literally get hundreds of applications a month and we can't just accept everyone. The link will be in the bio. With that being said, I will see you on the other side.